So we are going live. This is the third time I've ever gone live, so I don't expect a whole lot of people, but I figured I would try it. I am sitting in the office and I am doing the end of the day paperwork, going over the schedules for tomorrow. We have had a tremendous amount of rain the past, week and a half. The hurricane that was going up towards Mobile, Alabama, it's making its way up over Alabama into Georgia, and we are getting the effects of that, which has been absolutely miserable. My lawn care guys have not been working the past few days. My pressure cleaning guys have just hanging out in the truck during the torrential downpours, but such is life. They're going to get wet anyway. And so I am in the office just, like I said, going over the schedules, trying to figure out how we're going to catch up, and sending out invoices for the past couple days because I have been slack. So hopefully a couple people might join in because I wanted to talk about a couple things today. The video that I dropped today, which was about commercial quotes and how we give them the things that we look for. And then also that we're going to be doing the giveaway that I've been talking about, giving away a 5.5 gallon per minute soft wash pump. And also we will be giving away some other stuff. But you got to tune in tomorrow to check it out, and you got to be a subscriber, and all the details will be in the video that I drop tomorrow. So I am going to get to this while hopefully a couple people jump on. Alrighty. What is going on? Who just hopped on? Okay, I don't know who's on, but I was just saying that I'm going to be talking about the video that we dropped today on commercial pressure cleaning quote, a townhome community that had asked us to quote on the sidewalks and the curbs. So that was kind of an interesting video to do before it started raining on us. And talk about the giveaway that we're going to do tomorrow on a video. So if you're not a subscriber, definitely subscribe so you have the opportunity to win a 5.5 gallon per minute Everflow soft wash pump. And right now I'm just doing some invoicing and some other things. So I figured I'd just do the live stream while I'm doing around with this stuff. Who's on? One person is watching and no one's talking. It's pretty lonely here. Alrighty. So at the end of the day, I always enjoy doing the paperwork and sending out the invoices, because whenever I pop open my QuickBooks, it shows me my numbers for the year. And that's a good thing and a bad thing, because I'm happy where we're at, but I always want to do more. If you talk, they will come. Thank you. Did anybody see the video that I dropped today? It's a pretty good one, I thought. Bodyless, I like that. This is not water. But what I was saying was I really enjoy at the end of the day when I'm doing my little paperwork and stuff in the office, going over the schedule, seeing what we're going to do tomorrow. And then when I pull up my QuickBooks to do the invoicing, it shows me our year-to-date numbers. It shows me basically an entire, basically a portrait of the businesses. What up? Dream chasing. And it's it's good because it gives me an idea of where we're at, and it always gives me also that motivation to do more, and not do more from a physical standpoint, but what it does is it's a motivator. It gets me motivated to work harder, to market better, to do the things that I'm supposed to do every day to grow the business. And sometimes that gets hard. You get bored, you get involved with other things, and you forget to do those daily little things that are so important for any business. Every morning when I wake up, I have my coffee. I do a little devotional, and then I get focused on the business, and I will do 5 minutes of social media marketing, whether it's Nextdoor, Instagram, Twitter, Google My Business is my favorite because I think that has the most impact. But I spend that time every single morning doing those things that are needed in order to make that phone ring, in order to get people to the website, and it's an evolution. So I am constantly looking for ways. This is Milo. He's my attack dog. Very tough. What do you guys do every morning for your marketing, for preparing for the day, getting ready to go out there and attack your business? I'm interested. You know, I've been doing this a very, very long time, and the more I read, the more I dive into various things. I mean, YouTube is a phenomenal tool. I watch a lot of guys like Jason Guyman, the guys over at Southeast Soft Wash in Alabama. They put out some really good content. Who else? There's a kid up in Nashville who is pretty damn impressive. His name's Aaron. And today I went down one of those rabbit holes. I was watching some video that he and Jason and Southeast Cody had put on, and it was talking about how he started in the business. And he was talking about how he's a country music singer, and he was on tour and doing all this. And so I'm thinking, okay, let's check this kid out. I Google his name, and sure enough, right at the top, I mean, this guy is so talented, and he's out pressure washing houses. It blows my mind, but he does a phenomenal job. So check his thing out over there. It's called Aaron's Lean and Mean Academy. He's got a ton of followers, and he puts out some great content. Smart kid. And then a good buddy of mine up in not North Georgia, but north of me in Georgia, Scott Gerard with Scott Cleans It. His website, but his YouTube channel is awesome. He just had his 1 year anniversary, and he's crushing it. I mean, he started as a window cleaner, and now he's doing pressure washing, getting into soft washing. Awesome. But that's a story that I like to watch. It's impressive. All these guys, and you can learn. I've got bad ADD, so I apologize. All these guys you can learn from. I've been doing this for forever, and I still learn stuff every day. So spend the time to educate yourself, and it'll pay off. Do you use a CRM? I do not. I have a couple different things that I use. I use QuickBooks. I use a scheduling software that also does basically a CRM type operation for me called Full Slate, which is integrated with QuickBooks, which does a really good job. I use Responsibid, which is awesome. If you haven't looked at that, if you haven't seen it, go to my website and just click Get a Quote, because it is a phenomenal setup that we use and have used for many, many years. And it is absolutely the best salesperson that we have. Responsibid, very, very good. What else? That's about it. But I've got all these systems that are integrated together, and they generate emails and follow-up emails, and with the scheduling and the invoicing and everything else, it's a great system for me. And I am old, so I don't want to learn new stuff as far as that goes, and it works. I'm sure there's better things out there, but I'm not that interested in those. What do you use? Bodyless. Dream Chasing, you still on here? I am just sending out invoices for the day. We had a good day. How many houses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We did 8 today. And these were decent ticket items. We had one for 600, one for 475. This one, 325. That was a little one for 225 and 295. We do an average at the end of each week of what the ticket price is, and it's just something that I like to do. But the minimum service charge that we will leave the yard, which is where we keep all of our equipment, it's $150. So if you need your patio done, it's going to be $150. If you need one side of your house done, it's going to be $150. Obviously, for things like that, we always try to upsell or cross-sell because no one likes to go out and do one side of their house, or I don't like to go out and do one side of the house for somebody. It's a disservice to them. But I get the call all the time. Oh, I just need 3 sides of my house done. Well, why? If 3 sides are dirty, the other side's going to be dirty. It's just, do you clean windows, and is that also included? Good question. And that's a question we get all the time from folks. What I say is, yes, we do have a window cleaning service. We do water-fed poles, pure water window cleaning. We also do a traditional cleaning with squeegees for the inside. That is an extra service. And so what I tell people is I try to feel them out when we're doing the initial quote. When they ask a question like that, I explain that during the pressure cleaning process, the windows are cleaned. However, they're not cleaned to the same standard that you would get from a traditional window cleaning. And a lot of times people say, okay, well, I'm just good with the pressure washing, and we'll take a look at them afterwards and see how they look. Unfortunately for us, we do a good job with the rinsing, so typically they look pretty good, but we always do try to push that window cleaning service as an add-on, and always try to do the add-on. Where with everything, you know, always offer a couple different options. Don't be too pushy, and obviously it has to add value to the customer. Very important. But yeah, we do offer window cleaning. It is not included with the pressure cleaning. Okay. I don't know if you could hear that, but that's one of my children screaming at an Xbox. Something that is very common in my house. What else? Okay. Excuse me while I'm just plugging along. Anyway, tomorrow, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. We're going to be giving away a 5.5 gallon per minute soft wash pump, and a couple other little goodies that not terribly expensive items, but something that is very handy and definitely nice to have in your arsenal. So make sure that you're subscribed and you get notifications when we drop new videos, because tomorrow I'm going to be dropping that video. If you don't follow us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram. It's Clean Savannah. And we post a bunch of stuff there, before and after pictures, things of, you know, like the company and the guys and what we do. Let's see. That's nice, man. Um, is this just a side hustle right now? It kind of sounds like trying to wrap up business end. Um, Great information. I just charge $4 a window, double home or casement. Are you doing traditional window cleaning, or are you doing water fed, pure water stuff? Because that is the money maker right there. You can get in pressure washing usually by himself. Nice. Um, with pure water window cleaning or water fed pool, you can be in and out in no time, and the results are amazing. But it's the time savings that I love. It's been huge for us, and we started that a couple years ago, probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, and it's by no means is it one of our main services that we offer, but yeah, French panes are a pain, literally, no pun intended. Not a fan of traditional window cleaning unless they're like these big windows that have got the panes within the two pieces of glass. Absolutely hate windows, but it's good money. But yeah, pressure cleaning is awesome. So said you're doing mostly commercial. What are you doing, like sidewalks of restaurants, dumpster pads, stuff like that? That's great business. That's how we actually started. I guess about 19 years ago, that's all we did was commercial cleaning. We did pretty much all restaurants. We did the sidewalks and the dumpster pads, the receiving areas. Huge, running multiple crews, basically 24/7. Definitely a good investment, and I definitely would recommend. And you don't have to spend a ton of money. You don't have to get one that goes 70 feet. You can get a really good price. Window cleaning resource is where I think I got mine. I've got a couple little small Unger things that you hook a hose up to it. It filters everything out, and you go and do your thing. They are awesome, awesome. But so yeah, we were doing pretty much 100% commercial, and then in 2009, when the economy took a dump, that was the first thing that was cut, was things that were not necessarily essential. And obviously that's a new term, but things that weren't needed. People weren't going out to eat as much when the economy took a hit, and they weren't spending as much money. So therefore the restaurants were cutting back, and the cleaning was one of the first things. So that's when we made the change to go to residential. Primarily residential, from almost 100% commercial to now probably 80% residential. And they both have their ups and their downs. I am a huge fan of residential simply because it's quick payment. Yeah. Quick payment, quick turnaround. It's a repeat customer every year. We live in Savannah, and so sometimes it's even more. Just because of the heat and humidity down here. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. I dig residential. We do a lot of multifamily townhomes. Check out the video that I just dropped today. It's pretty good on how we quote. We do a lot of apartment communities, a lot of industrial stuff, warehouses, docks, things like that. Not boat docks, but like receiving docks, railroad type docks, things like that. But I typically don't turn down anything. I'm going to give you a quote on pretty much everything, unless it's just completely out of our wheelhouse. I used to have a guy that would rappel, and he could do high-rise stuff. We've done a water tower, like one of those huge water towers, and it was all done by rappelling, kind of crazy stuff. I did that mostly just because it was cool pictures. But yeah. So are you opposed to doing residential, or just like the commercial better? I know a lot of guys sometimes shy away from commercial because of the insurance requirements that a lot of companies or businesses require. Obviously, we're insured. I know a lot of guys also shy away simply because of 30, 60-day terms. That sucks. And if you're just starting out, you do a job and you have to wait. What's the most tedious out of pressure washing jobs? What's the most tedious? That's a great question. Man, I don't even know what the answer is. I mean, it's all pretty tedious. Dumpsters are gross, and typically, unless they're on a regular maintenance schedule, dumpsters are really, really nasty, and it's not until they get really nasty that somebody calls. A lot of concrete and soft wash have done post office for businesses. Nice. I like the hustle, man. Those are my guard dogs down there. And if you hear something else, I've got 3 alligator snapping turtles that make a tremendous amount of noise. I got them when they were like the size of a quarter, and now they're pretty big and they're nasty. They'll take your finger off. Dumpster pads are disgusting and tedious. Like I said, when we get the call, it's when they're over and they're just horrible. And at that point, it's kind of disappointing because you don't always have the results that you want. Hold on, I'll show you. This is one of the smaller ones, but they're just big and fat. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get them to bite. But if I was to stick my finger out there, yeah, you see that? I wanted to get crocodiles, but my wife wouldn't let me. I always pass on dumpsters. I have a weak stomach too. That's why I send other guys to do it. So what other kind of concrete are you doing? Just like driveways or sidewalks, stuff like that? That sounds like it's going to be a dirty job. So one of the things that I think I have been relatively successful at is the marketing side of the business. And we have done a lot of work building our brand. And it's not something that I think was typically done when we started doing this with pressure cleaning. And it's proven to been very beneficial, the branding aspect. I'm trying to bit a steel part. Branding, marketing tied together. The better the brand, the easier it is to market because you're recognizable in your area. Obviously, if you've got a little money, if you've got a budget for marketing, incorporate the branding into that because down the line that's going to be good. If you're recognizable, it makes things a lot easier for you. All right, well, I sat down to do invoicing and busy work, and I turned this silly thing on, and 25 minutes later, I've gotten 2 invoices done and wasted some time. What kind of equipment are you running? Are you running a soft wash or pressure washing? Like a pressure washer? Did anyone see the video that I posted today about the quoting of commercial jobs? Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Fully insured, have great network in area. Commercial fell in my lap. Really picked up 6 Sonics for a monthly contract this week. I'm in a business association. All my businesses come from here. That's awesome. Nice equipment too. The Sonics. Are you happy with the money they're paying? Because and it might be different now. And 12 volt, 200 foot hose. Nice. Sonic has traditionally, I want to say it was Sonic. Sonic was always relatively cheap, at least down here in Georgia. I had the opportunity many years ago to quote like a region of Sonics, and I was super stoked, and it was so cheap that we just couldn't do it. But hopefully that's changed and they see the value, because if you've got a dirty restaurant, people notice. No, man, if you've got the business, 6 Sonics, that's good stuff. One of the things that I say, that I think is, don't take on business to stay busy. Because honestly, if you're just staying busy and it's not profitable business for you, walk away. And I know that's hard to do. And sometimes, you know, if you're just starting out or you're new to the business or whatever, you think, oh man, I've got, you know, these accounts, and, you know, it's routine, it's every week, and I've got all that. Oh, thanks, man. But then if you break it down and look at your actual cost and what you need to make per hour to be profitable, including your chemical, your time, your labor, your insurance, what's going on, you need to make sure that it's worth your time, because if it's not worth your time, it's not worth doing. And if you're just doing it to stay busy, cut it. Don't go there. Just cut it. Go after business that is going to be profitable. And I hope that is profitable for you. For the guys that just hopped on, tomorrow we're going to be doing the soft wash giveaway. Doing this, a nice little 5.5 gallon per minute, 12 volt pump. You got to be a subscriber, so do that. I'll be dropping the video tomorrow, and got a couple other little goodies to give away. So one person will win this, and a couple others are going to win some other things. You know, I just enjoy trying to give back to folks out there, because I have been a sponge and soaked up so much knowledge and information from so many people out there, both, you know, here and back in the old days on the forums and things like that. And just to have the forum or the platform to, you know, talk to people and hopefully help people, you know, give them advice. I've made every single mistake that a person can possibly make in the pressure cleaning, window cleaning, soft washing business. I've spent a tremendous amount of money on stuff that I didn't need, and that didn't work, and I thought it was going to be the next big thing, and it's sitting in a shop somewhere in a dumpster because it was useless. So if I can give back, like if there's anything, you know, you guys got questions, if you want to see videos on anything, if you want to see equipment, if you want to see whatever, just let me know. Pretty easy. Yeah, man. Thank you. What else? 2 Simpson for 5.5 hot water trailer. Nice. Soft wash via downstream. I like it. You know, when I first started, because we were doing so much commercial, I had all of our trailers were set up with hot water machines. In in what we do today, I don't have a single hot water machine, and we don't. I haven't had the need for it. Probably be nice to have, but gosh, I was just always replacing burners and just a nightmare for me as a not an owner operator. It's just the owner. People don't typically take care of your stuff, and when they're not taking care of your stuff, I try to keep it as simple as possible. And we've got great equipment, and we try to implement procedures to maintain and keep up. And right now I've got some really good guys who care about the equipment. They care about the trucks, the trailers. I've got guys that will tell me when it's due for an oil change, or the oil's looking this way, and probably in the next week. It's awesome to have good employees that are good stewards of your property. And I hadn't had that in the past, and so I kind of just kept things really simple. For the longest time, man, I would just go out and buy $2,500 trucks, and because I knew they were going to just get trashed. We'd throw our logos on it, and I would convince myself that stuff really didn't matter. People just cared about getting their houses done, or their driveways cleaned, or their storefronts, whatever it is. And because people don't take care of your stuff, that's the way I did it. Now, I'm not a huge proponent of going out and buying a $40,000 truck and a $30,000 trailer and spending, thousands of dollars on a wrap and buying all kinds of crazy gear when you're just getting started. You don't need to. Start off simple, start off basic, and go make that money, because at the end of the day, you don't need all that stuff. Sure, it looks nice. How many employees do you have? And was it a different transition? But what I was going to say is so right now I've moved away from the $2,500 trucks simply because there was always an issue. So the guys were still beating the crap out of them, but they were $2,500 trucks, so there was always an issue. And the way I justified that was, it was only $2,500. It's a consumable, so when the thing dies, we'll take it to the junkyard, get $500 for it or whatever, and go buy another $2,500. Since I've invested in nicer vehicles, newer models that look better, and what I found is when they have nicer stuff, they actually take care of it, but you have to hire the right guys, the right quality, the higher caliber, and you have to pay them accordingly. If you don't pay people well, you're not going to get great people. And let's see, this is very tight. Profit on the Sonics, yeah, very tight. Hoping will lead to better work, yeah. Well, and if you're out there cleaning and you do a good job, people are going to see it, so that's important. But yeah, try to keep your cost as low as possible on those Sonics, because they are not the best. They don't pay the best. Are you working for Sonic, or are you working for like a national guy? Just curious. How many employees do you have, and was it so I started with employees, and we have gone from having like 12 guys to going down to 4 guys. And then right now, gosh, on that video I just took the last video I put up, there was a picture. I want to say, and I should know this, 9. Got 9. Yeah, the more employees, the more, not more problems, but it's just, there's just more to deal with. You've got lots of personalities. You've got everybody's got, not everybody, but when you have lots of employees, and 7's not a lot, or 8's not a lot, 9's not a lot, but you're dealing with not only your problems but their problems, and that's not something that I love, but it's part of the equation. Do you have office people to answer phone, or do you use a call service? So for the longest time, I answered all the calls, or they went to a voicemail and I would return calls. I don't have office people. I use a call center, and they have a script. They do a pretty good job. It's clearly not as good as I could do, or someone that worked like in an office for me would do. But it's a cost balance, and for what I pay, they do an outstanding job. I get the messages, I get text messages, I get emails. So I've got that record, which is always great. They take all the key information that I request. They ask the right questions. So when I do get that information, I can call those guys and, call the customer, or text the customer, or email the customer, and it will, I've got the information, and then I can interact with the customer and sell it. I don't know Jill. You have grown big. What stage do you go? So we incorporated the first day I opened the business. And that is, that's just smart. That's the name of the company. Yeah, no, are they good? Because if they're good, I might have to check them out. Will you email me their contact information? Mike@cleansavannah.com. I would appreciate that, because I'm always looking for somebody better. Yeah, then send me the information, Mike@cleansavannah.com. Thank you. Thank you. So yes, we're incorporated. I started with one employee, and then from there we continually added and replaced. I mean, my wife and I joke all the time about the amount of employees that we have, and I can't even remember all their names. Hundreds, probably, easily. It's amazing. It's like as many vehicles as I bought, I've had employees, and I can't remember all the vehicles. I can't remember all the employees. But yeah, more money, more problems, more employees, more problems. But at the end of the day, it's all worth it. And I love seeing new people in the business. Who's from Spring, Texas? Is anybody on this right here from Spring, Texas? What's the wow for? What else can I think about? Oh, earlier, I don't know if I said it or not. I was, potential liability. Potential liability for what? We had been asked for a quote from a different property management company. I think I got the call on Saturday or maybe Sunday, and I went today to do the estimate, and I told the guy that I wasn't going to be able to get out there until today. And I roll up to the community where they wanted us to do the sidewalks and the buildings, and there was another company already there pressure washing. So just because it is who I am, I drove around the property. I figured how long it was going to take us to do, and it was a relatively easy job. Determined what my price was going to be that I would have quoted, and then I went to the guy that was doing the cleaning, and he had a nice setup, beautiful truck, beautiful trailer, and asked him. He didn't know who I was, or I wasn't in a marked vehicle or anything, and asked him how much that they had quoted for this job, and he was like, I want to say $3,000 or $4,000 cheaper than the number that I was going to give. So A, I wouldn't have gotten the job anyway. B, the guy wasted my time by telling me to go out and give him a quote. And C, it goes back to kind of what I was talking about today in the video. You don't know what all the other variables are. You don't know how hungry somebody else is. You don't know if they're bidding something just to stay busy, or if they're bidding it to stay, to be profitable. Obviously, we try to be profitable on every single job. But it's things like that where somebody just underbids something so much that they're losing money. The guy that asked me for the quote thinks I'm way overpriced, and he's probably not going to ask me again. So I, in fact, did call the guy and said, hey, I rolled up to the place today to give you your quote, And someone was already doing it. He's like, yeah, they gave a pretty cheap quote, and the owners of the place jumped all over it. And I was like, well, thanks for letting me know, but give us a call next time. And just crazy. Anyway, bodiless, potential liability for what? Now you got me scared, buddy. Nobody from Spring, Texas on here? Somebody kept hitting my website while I'm talking, and it shows me an alert of somebody's on my website from this. Oh, is that you? Yeah, so every time someone hits my website, I get a little message on my phone that says, somebody from Longview, Texas is on your website. And then it gives me the opportunity to get on and type to them and talk to them and see what we can do for them. Well, that's funny. All right, guys, let's see. That pretty much happened to me. 29 apartment buildings. I was stoked, but no, exactly. I did the same. I mean, it happens all the time, and it's frustrating. It's part of the business. And it's just, what service? You never know how someone else is going to quote. And, it could have been somebody that's brand new, and it's just an add-on on our website. So it's, I don't know what it's called. Like when you go to a website and like it says, do you want to talk to a customer service rep? And you can just type in, it's that type of thing. Most websites or whatever website services have that. Very rarely do people, chat. Dude, I'm old. But very rarely do people ever interact with it. I can see it and it says they've seen your message and, oh, I like it, good. They've seen your message and they don't reply. Typically, when I see people from far off, I know that they're coming to me from YouTube, and so I'll normally call them out on their state just to be like, what up, New York, or what up, Longview? And that might freak them out too. But it's what I do. I get bored during the day. All right, gentlemen. Ladies, if you're there, I doubt it. Siding and common walkways with first floor patios. Yeah, that would have been a nice one. 29 buildings. What kind of number were you throwing on there? How many floors? How many breezeways? That's always a time suck. Should have been would have been a good job. The other thing is always ask when you give a quote, even if you don't get the quote or if you don't get the job, go back to the property manager or the, whoever it is that you're dealing with and ask them for feedback. And 9 times out of 10, they don't care. They've already given the job to somebody else. And it's not their money anyway. So I always ask for that feedback, and that feedback is valuable information. And tell them that. You're like, look, we lost this job. This is what we do. If I'm not competitive, I need to know. So can you tell me what the other quotes look like? And they don't have to tell you who it is or anything, but most folks are willing to give you the feedback, and that feedback is great because 105K, 3 stories. Oh my God. Do you know who got it, what they quoted or what they were charging? That had been an awesome job. About adding, subtracting employees, there's some lag here. Those are big buildings. Yeah, adding and subtracting employees. it's part of the game. I mean, you're going to get rid of people. People are going to find other jobs, find better jobs, get tired of working out in the elements. We're down in Savannah, and shit, it's been 100 degrees for the past 3 months, 4 months, and probably until October. We're going to be outside sweating every single day. You need to ask what that quote was that beat you, and just say, look, I'm trying to get better at quoting, and we want jobs like this. And if I'm just so far out of there, I need to know. And like I said, most people are willing to help you. Constantly adding and subtracting employees, unfortunately, it's part of the game. But I'm used to it. On the pressure cleaning side of the business, because I've got multiple businesses, on the pressure cleaning side of the business, we're able to retain those employees for longer amounts of time. And I also have a landscape maintenance business, and it's not necessarily a revolving door, but I would say 50% of the employees, it's always revolving. And while it's easier to train people on that side of the business, it's still annoying. But it is what it is. Pressure cleaning, when I lose a pressure cleaning employee, that hurts way more, because that means I'm going to have to spend somebody, I'm going to have to, spend a lot of time, or not, we're going to spend a lot of time training these people to do things the way that we want them to do. And with pressure cleaning, there's a lot more intricacies in the methodology, even just downstream injecting, soft washing, these things. It takes some knowledge, it takes some skill, it takes some finesse. We're not just out there spraying bleach. I mean, there's actually something to it, and a lot of people don't realize that. So when I do lose a pressure cleaning employee, it sucks. Lawn care, it sucks as well, because you got to find someone to replace them, and then you got to train that person and get them up to speed, and then probably someone else is going to leave. Where's my? I'm in the process of redoing. Let's see if I can find it. And of course I can't. I am in the process of redoing all of our employee handbooks with standard operating procedures, because I want to streamline everything even further, and I want accountability, and that's what I've added into these employee handbooks is accountability. Before it was just, these are our expectations, these are our goals, these are the things that you have to do. And now I've delved deeper into talking about specifically, if you do this, here are the repercussions. If this happens, here are the repercussions. And I'm hoping that with all of that being said, written down, and they're going to sign them, and they're going to be responsible for, following these new, that's Milo. And then I've got Millie here. I've got really mean, vicious Shih Tzus, and they're very cute. But accountability is what I'm pushing, because I'm so tired of people telling me they're going to get better, people telling me they're going to do this, people telling me they're going to do that, and they don't do it. Because at the end of the day, our customers, they don't care. They don't care about our problems. They don't care about my employee issues. They don't care about people not caring about their job. They care about the service that they hired us to do, and we have to provide that to them. I say it all the time. We're not in the pressure cleaning business. We're not in the lawn care business. We are in the customer service business. And without that, if my employees don't buy into that, if my employees don't believe that they're in the customer service business, we're not going to have those customers. They are going to walk away from us, because there are 100 other landscape maintenance businesses out there, and there are dozens of other pressure cleaning businesses out there that can essentially do the same thing. But I think what we do best, or what I strive for, is that customer service aspect. And that's another kid that's screaming at an Xbox. So hopefully he's not, and he's banging on stuff, probably breaking something. So I'm going to have to address that. I might have to write in a child handbook and have expectations and repercussions, because that happens every night and I just let it go. Kind of what I do with some of the employees. But you guys, best 12 volt pump, 5 or 7, best pressure. Okay, this, where is it? There? Is it backwards? This is the best pressure washing pump we have ever had. 5.5 gallons per minute is the way to go, in my opinion. We do have 7.5s, and on some of the rigs, they're good. They apply a tremendous amount of chemical on a roof, and that's primarily what we use. We don't do a whole lot of soft washing of houses. We use our soft washes, or our soft wash pumps and our soft wash system for roofs primarily. And the 7 gallon per minutes apply a ton. You've got a lot of runoff, and then you're having to manage that. With the 5.5s, you're not applying as much chemical. You're getting a good coat with not as much runoff. So that's huge, and I dig that, because the less runoff means the less opportunity to damage plants and grass and things like that. And that's a Everflow 12 volt, 5.5 gallon per minute. We run, I like it, 1/2-inch ag hose on those, and they do a great job. One of the things that I'm giving away tomorrow, or there's 2, go along with this. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you got your little notifications, because you could win one of these. No, we don't. I repair everything myself that I can, whether it's pumps, engines, you name it. If I can do it myself, then I'm doing it, and that's simply because I enjoy that type of stuff. Nothing better when one of the guys calls and says something on the trailer is broken and I get a weld. That's my favorite. But we don't repair them for other people. We don't build anything for anybody else. I don't sell kits. I don't sell anything to anybody. I'm not trying to make a buck off of any of y'all. I'm just throwing it out there and trying to help folks. 5 or 7, best pressure washer pump, 5 gallon or bigger. So on all of our pressure washing pumps, I like 8 gallon per minute. Just because with the pressure cleaning, it's all about the flow. Don't necessarily need a tremendous amount of pressure. When you have that size pump, you're gonna have that type of pressure, but I'm all about the flow when it comes to pressure cleaning, especially for rinsing. You know, you downstream your detergents up on the house, it does its magic, and then you come in there with 8 gallons per minute. It makes quick work of rinsing, of removing anything that needs to be removed. And that's what we have on ours. You don't necessarily need it that big. I mean, hell, 5 gallon per minute is absolutely perfect, and it works great. Just a little more time rinsing. I appreciate that, man. We are all doing well. I've got 4 kids, an amazing wife, and my oldest son, we took off to college a couple weeks, probably about a month or so ago. Unfortunately, they sent him home because one of his suite mates he had COVID, and so they sent him home. Fortunately, I told him to go get the antibody test, and nice 3. Stop there. Just stop. Trust me, stop. He had the antibodies because he had it this summer. My wife and I both had it this summer, and it was not awesome, but it is what it is. So we got it, and we're not going to have it anymore. Good. Did you do something about that? Because I did, and one of the best things ever. But yeah, no, everyone's good, man. My other kids are back in school. Georgia kind of open. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Are we on? Okay, good. Yeah, I'm guessing what happened there was everybody in my house is on a device or an Xbox and just eating all that up. So yeah, no man, everybody is good. We are doing all right. Let's see what else. There you are. Here I am. Where do your kids go to school? But what I was saying was Georgia opened up before almost everybody. So we've been not living life normal, but we are definitely, out there and taking part in that herd immunity. Texas A&M, nice. Yeah, so every time, and Texas State, every time I am in Texas and I see an A&M grad, it always throws me for a loop because the Aggies have got a ring that's very similar to this one. In fact, you're at an airport and they look almost identical. This is from the Citadel. That's where I graduated from a long time ago. But yeah, 2 in college. That's good stuff, man. Yeah, yeah, Citadel. It is a military college in Charleston, South Carolina. We do have a great community, and it depends on where you go looking in the community because I have got I don't do Facebook, but I've heard from other folks that I've got business Facebook. I don't have a personal one, but a lot of these groups are pretty shitty and they don't want to help. They want to dog people. They want to tear people down. And I don't understand that. I'm somebody that appreciates somebody's effort. I appreciate the fact that they're out there. They're trying to learn. I appreciate that. I appreciate success. I want everyone to be successful. And all too often in not just our industry, but I think in society, people see success and they get jealous, and then they don't. I don't get it. I want everyone to do well. I want everyone to be successful. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care where you come from. You put in the effort, you work hard, and you're honest, and you do a good job. You deserve to be rewarded for that. So that's my 2 cents on that. Yeah. If you guys want to hear somebody that really does do a good job preaching it and walking the walk, Scott Cleans It is his YouTube page, and he's awesome. Good friend of mine, and he's just a class act, and he's got a great page. If you're not subscribed, go over there and subscribe. His name is Scott Gerard, and it's Scott Cleans It. Huge building with about 20 stores. What is that, Precision? That's it. He's the man. Let's see. Let's see. Man, I don't see anything. I think it was when maybe I went missing in action there when the internet dropped out. He's a great man. Richard, how are you? Thank you for watching. Where are you from, buddy? Illinois. It's getting cold up there, I bet, right? Yeah, we're lucky down here. We're able to work about 12 months. What's up? We can work about 12 months. Nice. Yeah, we're gonna be sweating bullets here for the next probably month. I'm ready for some cold weather. Well, guys, Roger, where are you from, buddy? Richard, what kind of business are you in? Obviously pressure cleaning. What do you guys specialize in? Residential, commercial? Wow. What part of California? Are you guys impacted by these fires? Yeah, man, I'm sorry. We're praying for everybody out there. It's rough, you know. You got the fires out there. We've got torrential downpours here. If we could, okay, well, that's good news. If we could just send our rain over there, it might be beneficial. But I guess the Gulf Stream doesn't work like that. All right, well, I've been on for a little bit too long. I started this live stream. It's only the third one I've ever done. Preservation for 10 years, but no work. Yeah, man. Heart attack, tough guy. Awesome dude, though. And he sends me pictures of these bass that he catches, and it makes me feel like a little bit less of a man because I send him pictures of the ones that I catch, and you know, mine are like this and I'm very proud, and his are like this, and it's just not cool. So, you know, that's the one thing, but great channel, so y'all need to check that out. Don't forget, tomorrow doing a starting pressure washers business now. I like that, man. Have you got equipment? Are you pushing it yet? Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And we're giving away a soft wash pump tomorrow. Yeah, I've been saying that my entire life, Roger. Size doesn't matter. And anyway, look, guys, I appreciate all of you. Glad you could spend some time with me this evening. I got none of my invoicing done. I got none of my paperwork done, but I've enjoyed talking to you. If you guys got any questions, hit me up. You can call me. My phone number is out there. Email me if you got questions. Text me, whatever, man. Nice. Yeah, man, definitely. My contact information is everywhere. You can Google it, but send me an email, and mike@cleansavannah.com, and I'll send you my cell phone and you can give me a ring. All right, guys, y'all have a good night. My drink is about done. My ice is about melted, so I need to go freshen that boy up, and good luck tomorrow. I hope everybody makes a ton of money, and keep at it.